back to my channel, Just Des TV. Forgive my hair, it's early in the morning. I'm getting ready for work. I didn't want to unwrap my hair, child. Y'all probably see my hair unwrapped in another video, but I had to come to y'all to talk about, if you ain't watched my last video about Monique's son, talking about, you know, exposing her and all of that other stuff, did I not tell y'all that she gonna get on this internet, on Beyonce's internet, in these streets, and talk about her, and address the situation, but with you know, with her daddy, cause child, he talked the majority of the time, and we only heard her correct his, you know, his grammar and all of that good stuff. But you needed to be talking because, again, honey, that is your son, not his son. But I'm going to let y'all hear what he had to say, or she had to say, or whomever had to say, before I run out of here and get to work, child. But I'm going to let y'all hear what they had to say. Him, because it was more him doing the talking than anything else. Let him hear what he had to say, and then we're going to come back with my commentary, child. We're going to come back with the commentary, child.
With your father, where you spoke ill to him, not to mention spoke ill to your mother, but somehow your mother and father and I all have a loving relationship and communicate back and forth because of the love that we have for you. The one thing these individuals, and to the individuals out here that oftentimes speak after they've heard one side of the story, there's an old saying: believe half of what you see and none of what it is that you hear. Please don't take our word for it, but what we will convey is this: those who are parents and have raised their parents up to being adults.
Children. Raise their children up to being adults.
Right on. Those who are parents that raise their children into adulthood know that there comes a time and a place in which they determine their own decisions, their own path. You can have multiple children that are raised in one house, but they act and they take on different things. The reason why it was so important for us to entertain these conversations that we typically have privately, or that we're influenced to have privately amongst the people in our community, is because we need to stop being embarrassed about being human beings and about being black human beings. You will oftentimes hear us saying we are embarrassing ourselves in front of them. Who is them?
Who are they?
Because when you hear someone articulate these things, that is the slave's mentality. It makes us believe that we as black people need to conduct ourselves with dignity because white people are watching. You should conduct yourself with dignity because the spirit of you is watching. But we need to have these conversations out loud and taboo because we have a finite period of time together here on this earth. You will travel through infinity with the spirit that you have all alone, and you will not remember the ridicule that you receive, but you will be judging yourself. You will be determining for the rest of your life which way that you go, as you have thus far. So this conversation is about speaking directly to what situations are. And many people oftentimes, when they are presented with an issue, they stay quiet, they hide, they disappear. And what we're saying is that's not who we are, because what you cannot do is you cannot trick an honest person.
Come on.
You can demean, you can say whatever you want to say about them negatively, but what will happen is truth has a way of standing the test of time. I forgot to have my phone to read the last text message that I gave to you, Shalon, where I told you about the understanding of how you are speaking to a woman, and how you as a man and how you perceive things may be completely different from how your wife, how your mother, how your sister, how your daughter will look at things. And when you learn how to communicate a little bit better, then things happen a little bit better because of the challenges that this young brother has had with mental illness. So we're communicating that out loud to speak to our community, to say, listen, y'all, if we have more public conversations, there will be less private angst.
Come on.
There will be less private issues that we carry on because we're afraid to communicate in front of white folks.
So when we get to a place where you want to be free, you will stop being scared to say what's real. You'll stop being fearful of having conversations that normally take place in private and nobody ever really knows the outcome.
All right, now, y'all heard what he had to say, because she ain't addressed nothing. It was him doing all of the talking. And then he wasn't even talking about stuff that, to answer what the kid said. She's sitting there having these he's sitting there having this whole dissertation about something that he probably wasn't even privy to for like 2 seconds. I told y'all he was going to get back online and answer for her because he is her mouthpiece. Child, ma'am, can you come to the front, please? Can you address the situation? And then they're going to throw out the fact that homeboy got mental issues. What kind of people are y'all? This stuff is not looking good for you, sis. Why would you even allow him to say that, regardless of what? You should have said nothing. But I told y'all I think she be Googling herself and see what's trending. And anytime somebody say boo about Monique, she gonna get online and address it because she got a 10,001 stories. But don't be thinking I'm hating. Don't get in my comments talking about X, Y, and nothing. Because I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I already have my opinion. He didn't even address nothing that the kid said. He was talking about a whole bunch of other stuff. And you was downing that kid. Come on now. Come on. But I don't know. That's all my 2 cents. If y'all ain't hear it, here it go. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.